This is the end is nigh. With big...
Why do you suck at this?
It's your fucking fault. No, I got it. With Big Boy, the Shredder, and Fruit Basket.
Well, that was lovely.
That was a perfect delivery. The best one we've had so far.
It's on you guys. It's all on you.
How is it on us at all?
You're the one who always
You
hesitates.
made me laugh.
You
I paused to catch my breath, and you freaking started laughing. God, you asshole. Anywho.
It's just like you're like a pitcher winding up when you come in for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it gets me every time. I'm sorry.
Stop. Anyway. Who's Skeet Morris? I'm the Shredder.
Dilly dilly, I'm a big boy.
Strawberry on the mic tonight.
Like that one.
On the mic tonight.
All right. Big Boy. You got some weather for us?
Yes, for all of our non-listeners in New York, New Jersey, you have a current temperature of 37 degrees right now, with humidity of 62%.
Oof.
What was last time? It was like just a crazy high humidity and like
Milwaukee.
yeah, but it wasn't it like still like 20 degrees or something. But they
Yeah.
just had like a 70 or 80% humidity, which just
Yeah.
like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Dude, it's freaking Wisconsin. That state just doesn't make sense at all.
This is true. Also, I have no idea how humidity actually like works. Really,
Humidity, it's just,
The
It-
amount of like moisture in the air.
well, yeah, but I mean, it doesn't exist.
It's a social
it's
construct.
existent.
It's a social construct. All right, Fruit Basket. You got a story for us to kick things off?
Yeah, I do. I've got a great one here.
All right.
Arizona man accidentally shoots himself in groin in Walmart. So a man was taken to a hospital in Arizona this week after shooting himself in the groin area inside a Walmart in Buckeye, Maricopa County. So the police they respond to a gunshot like call, and it was he was found in the meat section of the Walmart
How
store.
ironic.
I know, right? With survivable injuries, which I don't know how survivable shooting yourself in the dick. would
Clearly,
really
he
be.
didn't shoot himself like in the
Oh, yeah,
actually in
that's
it. Otherwise,
true.
he would like if you shoot yourself there, you're gonna bleed out very quickly.
Depends.
Do you have strong blood flow?
Exactly.
But no, that's pretty much a fatal injury. So he must.
I don't know.
I don't get
what
the-
what
well,
is.
it's just a groin, right?
I mean, yeah. Here, I'll read some more
details, please.
specifically. But what I was gonna say, what constitutes the groin area?
Well,
Like,
it's everything, including like the pubic bone area. It's
Ah,
like
okay.
that's like all of it.
More details, if you please.
yeah, I'm working on it. But so, So because it was an unlawful discharge of a firearm, he could still be charged even though it was accidental.
Ouch.
Well, yeah, he
Double whammy.
mishandled a firearm
In a Walmart.
in a Walmart that caused it to go off. You know what's strange? This is not the first time I've heard about this happening. You'll get at least 1 or 2 stories a year of people shooting themselves in a Walmart on accident.
And always in a Walmart.
It's always in a Walmart.
Okay. So where was the gun? Are we thinking it's in like his waistband, the waistband of his pants, or?
At around 6:30 p.m., after a semi-automatic handgun that was being held in the man's waistband began to slip, the gun, which was not in a holster, discharged as he attempted to reposition it. This is what he told the cops.
Okay.
It doesn't. No one specifies on the where specifically in the groin, which makes sense. I mean,
Yeah. Honestly, this is like the most American thing ever. Someone shooting themselves with a concealed weapon in a Walmart in the meat section. Like, America.
pretty much.
Yeah, what caused him to like wander? Why did he go anywhere?
Who? Oh, the man. I think he was still in the meat section. Like, he was
Okay.
just he was in the
in the bathroom at the
yeah.
in the meat section.
I think the discharge was just like they don't specify where exactly. They just the most specification is in the meat section, which, like, I don't know. Like you said, it's very ironic
It
because
is
it
very
discharged into the meat section.
Yeah, yeah, that it did. But
But speaking of the accidental gun firings in Walmart, the article also has other not gun firings but groin injuries.
please indulge us.
Okay, in May this year, a man was released from jail for 24 hours, was left with a bruised scrotum after attempting to flee a Walmart by jumping over a fence. He had tried to get a refund for items taken from store shelves.
Nice.
Way to go. And then another one, a woman who was intoxicated after allegedly drinking beer inside Walmart grabbed a paramedic by the testicles as he was evaluating her following her arrest.
Ooh.
He tried to drive himself, and then there's another dude in a Walmart parking lot who tried to treat himself. Yeah, they had to go to him to treat him because he tried to drive himself to a hospital after being shot in the groin.
Again, by himself or by someone else?
That one doesn't specify. It's just like...
Okay. Classic.
And there's a couple less, like, funny interactions, such as, like, domestic disputes and stuff occurring. But I'm not going to get into that right now.
No, don't we all love domestic, like,
Especially at a Walmart.
cases in a Walmart?
It's the best place. Really, just throw a tantrum, go for it. Kids, adults, anybody. Tantrums.
I've never seen a store like able to pull out so much pure anger like a Walmart has.
Oh, man.
The people of Walmart.
Dude, the debauchery that occurs in Walmarts is, like, unparalleled.
You can pretty much see anybody there. America is the melting pot. No, Walmart.
Well, dude, can I just say that how fitting it is that the Waltons, America's, like, arguably one of their worst families, created, like, undoubtedly the worst retail chain in the history of mankind.
By worst, you mean the best retail chain.
By worst, it's so bad. It's good.
They created an American institution that
Represents American ideals.
American ideals in both the best and worst ways possible.
I'm gonna go with more of the worst, but man, Walmart is. You ever been to a real sketchy Walmart?
Define sketchy.
Well, any Walmart after 8 p.m.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, but it's also totally... It's sketchy because it's totally different. Walmart after 8 p.m. is
Ooh.
like just a totally different place than...
Yeah. Or any Walmart in like a very like a lower middle class to / poor area.
That's true.
I've contributed to this this feeling of Walmart. One time, me and my friends, we all just at like midnight, since the Walmart near us was 24 hours, we all just decided to go out and buy knives.
Oh, nice. Classic.
What was the purpose for the knife?
Work knives, but also just like
Because
knives.
it would be funny?
Yeah.
Nice. I approve.
In the Walmart in Sauk Center, I once saw a guy beatboxing and dancing
Was
in
it
the
like...
parking lot.
Oh, was he trying... Okay, so he
No
was...
one was like, he was like by himself.
Was he like trying to like get money for it, or was he trying to like street performing?
Maybe it was
Al-
really weird.
Also, is that legal if he was
I don't
street
know.
performing?
He was wearing very baggy jean shorts and no shirt, and it was super uncomfortable. So we booked it
What time was this? Was this after 8 p.m.?
like 4 o'clock
Oh,
in
okay.
the afternoon.
Nice.
Like
Broad daylight.
at a really normal time. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. It's weird.
I haven't been to the Sauk Center Walmart. I think
Ooh,
next time I
Mark
go through
that
there,
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Maybe
What
he's a
place is it?
regular.
yeah, he's a regular.
Oh yeah, I know. I
Oh, yeah.
know breakdancing Jim.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't mind breakdancing, Jim. He's got a real future in the game. Nice. All right, what's next?
All right. This one's kind of interesting. A lot to it. Wedding photographer arrested after having sex with guest urinating on a tree while on the job. So there's
I
a...
actually heard about this story. It's hilarious. But read on.
would you like to take a guess of where this takes place?
Texas.
Accurate. But did you know that one beforehand? or-
Maybe.
I'm gonna-
I might have read it when I read about this story, but
So a wedding photographer in Texas was arrested while on a job after allegedly having sex with a guest and urinating on a tree. Now, having sex with a guest isn't necessarily a crime, but like
Right.
what occurs with and around that is kind of why it's just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. So was she arrested for having sex with a guest or just for the urinating on the tree part?
The actual like, I guess arrest is she's being faced with charges of there we go, I couldn't think of the word. Facing charges of public intoxication and a felony charge of obstruction or retaliation, which comes from so there's an off-duty sheriff providing security at the event, at the wedding or whatever, and someone alerted the sheriff about Katie Meta. I don't know how to pronounce her name. She also goes by the name Max McIntyre for her business and swimsuit modeling career.
Nice.
So a random guest alerts the sheriff about her inappropriate behavior, and she is then reportedly seen to be having sex with a man from the wedding, and then the officer advises her to leave. She goes over a tree and begins to urinate.
Not classy.
The photographer reportedly smelled strongly of alcohol and was found with a bottle of alprazolam. There we go. A prescription commonly known as the Xanax,
Okay.
which is used to treat anxiety or panic disorders. And they believe she was mixing it.
Ooh, not a good call.
Her sister told the news station that the photographer had said to her family that she was given spiked drinks, even though the Xanax was found in her jacket. So I don't know about that. And she was approached by two men.
Setup.
Well, she was also allegedly approached by two men who tried to do inappropriate things. After yelling for help, the situation got turned around in a negative way. That's what the sister claims. So I don't know what's accurate here.
Wasn't she seen by a sheriff's deputy like getting down with a man? So like,
I mean, it's not it's reportedly that she had sex,
okay.
but I think the crazy thing about here is that when being told to leave, your initial reaction is just pee on a tree.
yeah, I'm gonna urinate on this tree. That'll show them.
Also, there's a stark difference between the mugshot and her like Instagram.
Or Insta.
Yeah, which doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
but
no, I mean, it's a good mug shot, like the guy with the really thick neck, is a once in a
like
lifetime thing.
Jail, like, their cameras have not been updated since probably like 94.
Oh,
Every
yeah,
single one.
Definitely.
I kind of hope that's like an accurate stat that you just know.
Yeah. 1994 was the last time all jailhouse cameras across America were replaced.
And there's no exceptions to that. Just like
None.
Her mugshot photo could be like a thumbnail for some Netflix drama.
I can see that.
Actually, yeah, it totally could. Oh yeah, big time. I can see her on
Do
the.
you get like Orange is the New Black vibes to some
I'm
extent?
getting like
Kind of like making a urinator.
yeah.
It's the new Netflix special, making a urinator. What drove a Texas wedding photographer to urinate on a tree, and what she set up.
Perfect.
Would you not watch that?
I probably would not.
Okay, neither would I.
I don't know if it's on Netflix. I've watched some weird things on Netflix.
Yeah, when in the middle of the night when you're at a wedding, taking Xanax and drinking alcohol, who knows? Who knows what you might find?
That's true. But like, okay, so what I think about what's interesting to me about this is wedding photographers paid generally a lot of money, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you pay a wedding photographer, they show up at your wedding, they get
Drunk.
it on with some guest, and then to get extremely drunk and totally like non-publicly acceptable, and then proceeds to urinate on a tree.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? That happens at your wedding for the person that you're paying
Oof.
for.
Big oof.
I guess I would hire a better photographer. I guess I would do some background checks on my photographer.
Does she have a known portfolio that we can look at?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
She has an Instagram profile we can look at.
Yeah, I don't know that I would like to delve into that
All right.
personally.
All right, fair enough.
She's I don't know. She's just a wedding photographer. She has a separate name for business and swimsuit modeling career, which I don't know if that really speaks to how well someone performs at the job of a wedding photographer?
No, I feel like she probably hates that job.
Being a wedding photographer or
Yeah.
the other ones?
One photographer. I mean, she urinated on a tree, so.
I feel like that is, you urinate when you're at the job. Does it?
When you have
You
to
gotta
go,
go to
you
the-
when you gotta go, you gotta go. I guess.
I don't know where I was really going with that.
Me
but
neither.
yeah.
There is
But-
nowhere to
I
go
don't-
with that.
I think I was going for like because you have to be there for an X amount of time. Like, but at the same time, that
Yeah.
doesn't really mean you like it.
No, that's true. But I think we can all agree that the moral of this story is definitely hire someone more credible to take photos at your wedding.
Are we really trying to take them?
Yes.
Like,
No, we don't believe in morals
You
here.
can. You can.
But,
we're not at that point of the show yet.
But you're right. Wedding photography is a lucrative gig. So if my plans post college don't work out, of which I currently have none, I guess I'm going into wedding
I thought we were
photography.
dropping out to make this professional.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
dropping out to go pro. The end is nigh, dude. I
The
bet
pro
you
tour.
the pro tour.
We're gonna be on Joe Rogan by the end of next year.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh, we could.
Dude. If we get on Joe Rogan, that's when you know you've made it.
Hello, freak bitches.
I'm gonna be honest. I have like no idea who that is.
You don't know who Joe Rogan is?
Probably if you explained him, but
He has a famous
Explain it.
podcast called The Joe Rogan Experience, and he's a celebrity. One thing for hosting Fear Factor in its
Oh, okay.
prime, as in from the time it started to the time it was canceled.
not the new startup,
No,
right? It started up again. I think.
did it?
I don't know. I feel like I saw that
That
somewhere.
sounds about right. That sounds right. But he's also like a UFC personality.
Yeah, he is.
He's a really good commentator, but he's kind of stupid, honestly, sometimes. But you know,
For the most part, he is pretty hilarious. He's a good man.
Yeah, MTV started it back up. This Fear Factor. Yeah. 2017. It's still going. I don't know.
Hmm.
I just saw
The fact that it's on MTV probably means
it's average
pretty-
at best.
pretty like average to very, very mediocre.
Is that just MTV? Well, has that
that's
effect?
that's just MTV in general. Yeah.
Do they? Is it the MTV effect that once it gets on there, it's mediocre, or just MTV creates mediocre content?
it's both.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have that much money to spend on quality content, so it's like hard to get in. It's hard. It's hard to buy.
Can you really
reruns and
say
stuff.
they spend money on it when they just like, what's the dumbest premise for a show we can make that appeals to people?
Wasn't Jackass on MTV?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, that makes so much sense.
I mean, Jackass was a good show, though.
Good as in like a car crash that you can't look away
I
from.
feel like you use that analogy way too often.
Is it not a good analogy though?
I mean,
Use it for everything.
This- Wrong. This is the first time I've used it on this show.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you used it.
Nah, I don't. All right,
I can't remember that.
we'll have
It's been a while.
we'll have to consult with our research team.
Research team, what you got to say? Absolutely nothing. All right, we don't have a research team. You want the next one?
Yeah.
All right. Wanted man caught pushing pot down highway in southeast Wyoming. A 40-year-old Eureka, California man is facing felony drug charges after Wyoming trooper caught him pushing a dolly with marijuana on it down U.S. Highway
Wait.
30 east of Cheyenne.
From the headline, I thought he was pushing like a legit pot.
No.
Okay. Okay.
It is the marijuana.
The marijuana drug.
Yeah.
All right. Proceed.
So this guy's name is Paul Force III.
It's an awesome name.
Keeping with the history of fantastic names on this show, Peter Nathanman.
True that. Peter Nate.
That's not his name.
The
but
number one pick in the 2020 NFL draft.
exactly. So he's walking eastbound, like going with the traffic, when a trooper responds to complaints of a dark-clothed man walking in the highway, and this is around 10 p.m. He was pushing a dolly with personal items on it and told the trooper that he was walking to Sap Bros, which is, I assume, a dispensary around the area.
No, it's not legal in Wyoming.
Well, this is in California.
It's in California, Eureka, California.
Yeah.
No, facing drug charges after a Wyoming trooper caught him.
Yeah, but... Oh, he's from... Okay, I
Oh,
misread
he's
it. Yeah,
from
okay.
Eureka. The charges were in
So Sap
Wyoming.
Bros is then... I'm looking it up now. Sap Bros is, in fact, just a gas station.
It looks like it's a bunch of like things. It's like a gas station and it's like a big rest stop. It looks like.
Okay.
Truck stop.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, good catch. I totally misread that.
I got you.
So he is from California, though. So
Okay. Proceed.
So he ran a check. The trooper runs a check on him, and he determines that he has an active arrest warrant out for him right now for failing to appear on previous drug possession charges. He gets searched, and they find 7.39 pounds of marijuana. And so how he obtained it, this is the good part of this, in my opinion. So they traded a vehicle in California for the marijuana and planned on selling it to make enough money to buy another vehicle. But he also admitted to selling roughly $5 worth of marijuana in Cheyenne to buy a pack of cigs.
What?
I don't understand what...
Such a. What even is that plan? That doesn't even make sense.
Are you saying you he needed the cigarettes, man?
No, he traded his car for marijuana so he could sell the marijuana to buy another car? What? Why?
You telling me you wouldn't do that?
No.
Do we know if there's any other drugs involved in this?
Not currently. He was arrested and charged with possession with intent to deliver marijuana and felony possession of marijuana. He could face up to 15 years in that for this, which is, I don't know. Honestly, it's not like he's really doing anything with his life outside of this.
No, he was not.
Really, he's just helping somebody out. He gave him a car. Also, that seems like such a wasted trade, like you're saying, though, because just giving out a functioning vehicle for the chance to make enough money to get another vehicle. I kind of wish they specified what the vehicle was, but it's a brand new 2018 vehicle.
It's a Honda Civic.
Probably.
I'd get rid of that.
What is the most, what kind of vehicle do you envision this guy, Paul, this is what he looks like right here.
His picture looks like he could be a member of Pantera. But,
He's 45 years old, lives in California. His name is Paul Force III. What kind of vehicle do you think he drives?
Name.
Best chances that it's just like a mid-90s.
Yeah, can you see it?
My best guess is just like a mid-90s like car from an Asian maker.
No,
So,
no specifics.
no specifics, just like those cars are indestructible and last forever.
I can see that.
He's driving something. What is this guy driving?
I'm going to be honest, I have no idea anything about cars, so
I would say a Harley because he looks like a Harley guy, but I mean,
I believe it specifies.
it's a car.
Yeah.
No, he traded a vehicle.
Ah, it could be. He could be onto something.
I don't.
But that could make sense. Okay. What are Harleys generally cheaper than cars?
No.
Depends on the Harley. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's just a generic like crappy motorcycle.
Because I can't feel like it would be.
Okay,
It could be worth that much.
Here's a new idea: a golf cart.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sticking with that.
Okay, I can get on board with that.
Yeah, golf cart.
Him just traveling down interstates in a fucking golf
U.S.
cart.
Highway
Yeah.
30.
How about a Land Rover?
Ooh, maybe. Maybe it's not even like it's just like basically like a gator or something. Not even a
Oh,
golf cart or anything.
gator.
Just cruising along.
Dude, maybe he was tripping so hard that the car never actually existed.
So you're saying he just got so the marijuana was initially his and he didn't even ever trade for it. He's
Yeah,
just
he never
like,
traded the
dude,
marijuana.
someone traded me this for,
For
my
a car."
car.
And his friends were like, "Bro, you never had a car."
And
It's
that's
like-
been yours the entire
It's like,
time.
I'm going to Wyoming.
It's legal here. Doesn't matter.
Wait, did he trade his car for the weed in California or Wyoming?
It says in California, so,
Wait, so how do you get to Wyoming?
walking, it sounds like.
There's no way he walked with 7 pounds of pot from California to Wyoming, pushing it in a dolly. There's no way.
That's what it
There's
says.
absolutely no.
He traded a vehicle in California for the marijuana and planned on selling it to make enough money. He was found by a Wyoming trooper on the U.S. Highway 30 east of Cheyenne.
This doesn't make any sense.
You saying there's plot holes?
Yeah. Okay. Forget the wedding photographer. We could make a Netflix special about this guy.
And I think I would actually watch
Okay,
this one.
about Paul Force III.
Yeah.
Honestly, isn't it just a sweet name?
I think we should say it at least another time. It is a sweet name.
Sweet, dude.
Also, just an incredible guy. Could be in the running for Hero of the Week if it was a different week.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
But we got a pretty good one later.
Yes, we do.
Do you want the next article?
We would love the next article.
All right. This one's a bit different. No drugs involved. Elephant crushes driver to death after being hit by speeding car in Thailand.
Okay.
A man has been killed by an elephant after a speeding car hit the animal near a national park in Thailand. And this is like a somewhat regular occurrence around here.
Okay.
The person who like reported or like talked to the people said that up to 2 people a year are killed by elephants in areas surrounding the park because there's a common that they get out or whatever at night, etc. Because it's not like a contained; it's just a national park. But so the way that this happened is actually kind of brutal. When the vehicle struck the elephant's hind legs, it responded by stomping on the car, destroying the engine, and killing the driver.
Oh, man. Oh, that's brutal.
And of course, this guy's a foreigner, so like,
The
so
English?
like, I want to say I don't know that they specify that. No, they just specify that he was not a local.
Okay.
And
I thought when he said the elephant killed him, like, he hit the elephant and, like, fell on his car.
Uh-huh.
But, like,
no,
oh, man.
the elephant retaliate and
The elephant exacted its revenge.
In brutal fashion.
I wonder what that felt like for the elephant getting hit by the car.
yeah. Also, it can't feel good to like stomp on and with enough
car?
force to destroy an engine in a sense.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
well, it depends on what they're just saying. Destroying an engine
Okay.
implies,
But
but
for this guy, when the elephant stomped at him, did he just die right away? Or was he in, like, agony for a
He
few
probably
minutes?
died right away. Probably just like
Like, crushed his skull.
yeah.
that's my question. They don't give like saying destroying the engine and killing the driver really leaves a lot about what could have happened. Did
Yeah.
he like stomp directly on the engine block? Because like I feel like that would severely injure the elephant, but it doesn't sound like the elephant was really
Yeah,
that like.
I feel like
damaged.
the fact that the engine must have been being destroyed must be important to this story. Otherwise, why would?
Because if you read that there, the elephant was guided back to the park and is being looked after by officials, implies to me that the elephant is relatively okay from
Yeah.
this exchange.
Manslaughter charges pending.
I mean, we've already put an elephant up on trial and like they really no, like I can't remember. When did we kill Topsy the elephant?
I do not know. This story is foreign to me.
You never heard of Topsy the elephant?
No, I have not.
Explain it while I find your answer.
I forget, it was Thomas Edison. I can't remember. There's like Thomas Edison killed an elephant, but there's also Topsy the elephant that like killed a trainer. So they hung it with a crane and charged it with murder.
What? That's messed
Oh,
up.
never mind. Topsy the elephant is Thomas Edison's. Topsy the
Here's
elephant.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the way it seems is that the people no longer wanted to take care of it, like they couldn't. So Thompson and Dundee, Frederick Thompson and Elmer Dundee. Does that
Mhm.
sound accurate to what you know of?
Yeah, that's a different case. I realize I'm mixing up two different elephants here.
Ah, okay.
Topsy was killed to essentially make
Killed at Coney Island.
Killed a spectator in
Who,
1902.
who was Edison's competitor, the European guy, Tesla.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah.
made to make look like I think DC.
Westinghouse. Westinghouse was the DC guy. Thomas Edison was AC and Westinghouse was DC.
Well, Tesla worked for Westinghouse.
Well, I mean,
But like in the
I like how we're talking
yeah.
about the specifications of electricity after talking about an elephant
well we're talking about
Stepping
no,
committing manslaughter.
yeah.
but okay, this is just irrelevant now. But like, yeah, we hung an elephant once for killing its trainer and charged it with murder.
That's messed up.
Was it like successfully charged?
I don't know. I think it was.
Oh, I mean,
just-
I guess if you say we hung it, then that
yeah, I
would
mean
mean.
it was just a show trial
His name is
for
George.
anything. But it's like
His first name is George.
Ah, okay, there we go. George Westinghouse.
Yes. Yeet skeet, my guy.
What am I exactly looking up here? Whether he did AC versus DC?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, here we go. Is this a touch screen? Yes, it
Yeah.
is. That doesn't tell me anything.
Oof.
Go to Wikipedia, my guy.
Oh my god, this is so much like extra
We're doing research here. We are the
live research.
Live research. We gotta write that paper, yo.
Nope. Westinghouse did AC. Edison did DC.
Okay, then.
I feel like I definitely knew that, but
then
I couldn't think of it until as soon as you started questioning it. I like had no concept of.
Then Edison did it to make AC look bad
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's able of killing such a large animal with
Yeah.
not that much power.
Even though DC was more dangerous, and we use AC nowadays.
Me.
Keeps you cool.
Yeah. Well, it's well established that Thomas Edison was a massive.
Terrible person.
Yeah.
Massive, terrible person.
He
He's such a terrible person that the reason why the film industry is in LA is so people could get away from him, so he wouldn't constantly sue camera makers. Because he claimed he had patents on all cameras.
Oh my.
How do you even like get that notion in your head?
Because he's just insane and an egomaniac.
Oh man.
Kind of like this guy. Not really the egomaniac part, but kind of insane. Man wanted for stealing mannequins dressed in lingerie. I just feel like I needed to sneak that in there.
Please explain more.
Check this picture out first, though.
Oh man.
That's a great
Man.
a great shot. It's just him like looking sort of like scared through a window on like security footage.
Is he like a parka or something?
Yeah.
He looks whacked out.
They're trying. Toronto. This happens in Canada. Toronto police are trying to track down an alleged serial thief with a bizarre haul: lingerie-clad mannequins. He's responsible for breaking into the same shop on October 15th and then again on November 24th. Each of the 3 times that this person smashed a window, he grabbed the mannequins wearing the lingerie and fled.
He robbed the store 3 times and he got away. The same
Yeah.
store.
Wait,
Only 2 times are documented as the same store. They don't specify whether the
which
third
store is this? Was it specified?
They give a location.
It's near Dufferin Street and St. Clair Avenue West in Toronto. If you know where that is.
Yeah, I just
Sure.
know that.
Yeah.
He is a 20 to 30-year-old man standing 5'10" with a slim build and wearing eyeglasses. He wore a dark coat with a fur hood. Yeah, so he was
Okay.
basically wearing. So if you ever see that man, give the Toronto police a call.
Dude. He was also the naked dabbing peeping Tom.
Oh my lord! Which was also the
Waffle House burglar. Dude.
It's all connected.
It's the most prolific criminal
Except,
in
hold on.
history.
Hold on. Why would he take off his pants, proceed to go to even less clothes, and then put a parka on?
Because now it's cold.
Oh, I guess.
Hey, he's in California.
He's been traveling north the
He's in
entire
Canada.
time.
Yeah, he's getting cold now. Like,
What is it? What is it? It's the traveling west story or whatever, but instead it's traveling north.
north.
You know what I'm talking about?
Go north, young man.
Yeah. I don't know. I just find the picture very
Weird.
amusing.
That's a very troubled individual.
I don't even know
Yeah,
how to
he
like
looks messed
describe
up.
it, but
His mouth is like open, but you can't see his teeth.
So I have to wonder.
what kind of
What was-
description is
It's an accurate description.
Yes, but it also says almost nothing. His mouth
I have
was
to
open,
wonder like
but you
what his
couldn't see any
intentions
teeth.
with stealing this lingerie is, because obviously there's like the
He's gonna start his own storefront.
there's like the I want to say obvious or first thing you want to say just because he's like into them,
Yeah.
but also like depending on what store this is, they could be quite expensive lingerie.
That's true.
And seeing how whacked out this individual is, he might need some money to continue his whacked outness.
Yeah. That's valid. I was gonna say if the intent was if he really wanted the mannequins or the lingerie.
But
because,
yes,
like,
that's my fetish.
he doesn't-
Headless plastic thing.
He doesn't need them. Well. I mean, but like, if he only wants one or the other, why he doesn't need to take like the whole thing?
It's probably the fastest way to do it. Like
That's
it
so-
couldn't be efficient to take it
Like,
off there.
It's so obvious. Some guy walking down the street with a mannequin dressed
Yes.
in lingerie.
Hey, don't mind me. What's that? A body under your arm? Oh, don't worry. It's just a mannequin.
Are you really gonna stop someone carrying a mannequin in lingerie? I know I wouldn't.
No.
There's something.
Especially one who looks whacked out as this
The
guy.
way you said it, it sounded like a person was carrying a mannequin while they themselves were wearing the lingerie.
It's like,
No, that would be whack.
but it's like if I saw that, I would not ask any questions.
Nah.
I feel like I just
I would
didn't-
cross the street.
If I ever was slightly suspicious of people, I probably would never interact with them because generally, if they're doing something suspicious, like I wouldn't want to directly confront them about it.
Nah.
That would be terrifying.
Why you got that mannequin in lingerie under your arm?
We
Buddy.
always reference the Waffle House burglary, but if I was in that situation and the naked man fell down in me, I would
man.
not try to detain him in
Because
that
he's naked?
situation.
'Cause he's naked.
No, not naked, pantsless. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Just let him
I'm
go.
slandering his name.
Yeah.
Just let him go about his business.
Yeah. Especially since he's.
I let everybody else crowd that guy. I mean, I guess it couldn't have been that many. He still made it away, but
Yeah.
I wonder if he's been caught. No, clearly not.
Nah,
'cause it's
clearly
this-
not, because he just stole these mannequins.
I wish they gave a name, but they don't have a name because they don't know who this guy is.
We do. All right.
What's
another
his
story
name?
for us?
Wait, what's
Was
his name?
The Waffle House guy? Logan.
Oh, you
Oh.
actually remember that? You're crazy. I don't remember that.
I remember this?
All right.
This is some unreleased information, seeing as we did not record the official first episode.
No, this is true.
Well, I guess that
But
episode was more episode 0 than 1.
that
so
was
Grand
us
Zero.
having no idea what we were doing, but
we
making
still
it
have
work.
no idea
But
what
it
we're
still
doing.
worked.
Hey, but
Dude,
that's private information. No one needs to know
That's
that.
what we do here.
You can read this one. We'll switch it up.
Starbucks says it will start blocking pornography on
Oh,
its
I
store's Wi-Fi in 2019.
Oh, I saw this.
You told me
I
about this.
wasn't surprised. I was guessing you guys had seen this, but
Yeah.
I find this to be such an interesting, point of contention in a sense because, is that I don't know, is that not? It's not really unethical, but at the same time, do they have the right to do that?
Yeah,
Would
they
not?
have the right
Yeah.
to. The thing is that they've been promising to do this for years now because they've had problems with customers coming in to just.
And just
view
whacking it
pornography.
into the mocha.
Oh man, dude, I did
Was I
not.
not supposed to put that idea into the?
Oh, that's nasty. Good thing I don't drink mochas.
But I think with the situation, there's the one that I told you.
Oh
So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
Okay,
yeah.
so the
I'm unaware of this.
so with all these sites being banned, the vice president of YouPorn put out an employee notice stating that until Starbucks unbans YouPorn from their Wi-Fi services, that all Starbucks products are banned within the YouPorn offices.
Wow, that's pretty intense right there.
They have offices.
Yeah, they have they're part of.
They're like a
Right.
major company.
Yeah, they're under the same umbrella.
I'm pretty
of-
sure they in I don't know. I follow esports. They've sponsored players and stuff.
Yeah, they
And
sponsor. They're under the same umbrella as Pornhub, so they're big. They're a big company.
not the only thing, but
Oh, what?
but the other thing is that if Starbucks viewing egregious content over Starbucks Wi-Fi has always violated company policy, like you said. So they've been trying to do away with it in a sense, but the company has identified a solution to prevent this content from being viewed within our stores, but they have not released details on how they plan to do so. So again,
So they're just gonna.
Say it.
So they're just gonna act like anyone else would, like a parent when they don't want their child viewing stuff.
you will not look at that and
You
then
just-
do nothing about it.
Well, they're just gonna block it on the router. Like, why did this take so long to do?
Pretty much.
That's classic.
No, what I find
I mean,
funny.
well, they can't do that because people can just data it up. Like if you want to
Okay.
do it there, you're gonna use data to do it.
Okay.
Like
Why are you going to Starbucks to do this? Though?
Because
That's
peop-
the saddest thing ever.
because people.
maybe that's
this
just
is-
their
this is-
YouTube.
This is it's also a huge problem with public libraries.
Oh,
Really?
Yes, it
I guess
is.
that
That's
doesn't really
not
surprise
surprising
me.
at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
went.
That makes more sense to me though than Starbucks because
Yeah.
Starbucks to me says you have money to begin with because you're going to Starbucks presumably to buy coffee, which is in a lot of senses overpriced. But library gives you free internet and access to computers. So like I could understand more why.
See, you just can't.
I guess I can't think logically about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
How many moms with their 8-year-old daughter do you think have been traumatized by creepy guys watching porn at
Probably.
Starbucks?
Maybe. Hey, well, that's unfair. Maybe they're the ones doing it. You don't know.
That's-
No,
No,
know what I
no,
find
you're right,
weird?
no, no.
It's that it's that
But
it's
you're probably
only,
right.
You know what I find weird is that it's only pornographic content.
Yeah.
It's the only pornographic content is banned. All the other explicit content is allowed. So if you want to hit up ron.com during your visit at Starbucks, you can do that.
Hey, that's only the important stuff.
Oh man.
I don't know.
If you folks,
I don't.
am I the only one here that knows what ron.com is?
Yeah, for the most part.
Dude, it's
That's not on my knowledge.
Starbucks.
So-
Go on. I'm sorry.
Just looks at me. Starbucks. Anyways, ron.com.
Ron.com, site during the early 90s. It was meant as a form of protest against like the internet like decency acts that they made during the time, and so it was just the prevailing website of gore and murder.
Ooh, lovely.
That's
That's
nice.
what I want to see
That's
when
what I
I'm
wanna
drinking
see
my
here.
I
coffee.
forgot it's
Yeah.
actually on hiatus right now. The servers are down.
nice.
I can't.
All right, we got a couple stories left to get through.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Do you want to jump to the serious-ish top? It's not really like super serious, but it's an interesting thing that I thought. Or you want some more weird stuff?
Let's sneak in one or two more weird stories.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I should at least read you this one because this one's pretty interesting. Do you guys know who Kevin Owens
Oh
is?
yeah, boy.
No.
Kevin
He is
Owens,
a-
WWE.
Yep. That's why I figured. You have an interesting, like for WWE for based on one specific moment, I do believe.
Yes,
Could you describe this?
I can.
So picture this.
Picture this: Mankind and the Undertaker on top of Hell in the Cell. Picture this: like 4-year-old Shredder sitting at home watching this. Just kidding, I was not born when this happened, but for the sake of this story, let's pretend it is.
You're 4 years old. I can see it now.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
this
sitting there.
absolute pile of muscle.
Eating my ring pop and drinking a Mountain Dew while my mom screams at me from the next room. Anyway, Mankind and Undertaker on top of Hell in the Cell. Mankind just throwing hands at Undertaker, right? Undertaker looks like he's about to get whomped.
Womp.
There's a chair up there for
Chair.
Oh.
Continue.
Anyway, Mankind hits the Undertaker with this chair that has no business being up there.
You don't just store chairs on top of a cage.
Now, Undertaker. When that Undertaker fought back, I cannot even begin to describe how my heart just lifted in my chest. 4-year-old Shredder jumped to his feet, cheering. Undertaker just, dude, he got in a couple good body blows, and he just chucks Mankind off Hell in a Cell, which is what, like 30 feet in the air?
It was like I think it was 16.
No, 60?
16.
No. I
30
think it's around
is
there.
way too high.
Look it up. Look it up.
Okay, continue though.
Anyway, Mankind is thrown off Hell in a Cell onto a table by the Undertaker.
16 feet. He nailed
Ah,
it.
man. Okay, you're right. But
Ha,
so anyway,
I know the specifications of the cage, and you don't, bitch.
And you watched this when you were 4 years old.
4 years old in
Yes.
1994.
1994.
And
Anyway.
how old are you right now?
Nine-
Classified information?
Yeah, that's classified.
Okay.
Anyway, Mankind just destroys this table. The commentator starts screaming that he killed him. He killed them all, which obviously did not kill them all. And the best part of this is
Everybody in the audience was dead.
Mankind literally laid down there for like 15 minutes, and then they went back on top of Hell in the Cell, and the Undertaker threw Mankind through the Hell in a Cell into the ring.
We had to remember that fall was on accident.
Yeah, that was totally an accident.
Because he was not supposed to land on the gimmicked link of the cage, so he accidentally got sent through onto the fucking onto the back onto the mat, which could have actually killed him.
Yeah, Mankind has said in interviews like after this that he does not remember anything after he hit the table.
It's well worth watching to go and find this video.
It's amazing. Every year I watch it at least once, and it moves me in just the same way it did all those years ago.
Last year you watched it like an excessive
many
number
times.
of times.
Yes, I did. All
Okay,
right.
but back to Kevin Owens. So he's a former Raw superstar, and he challenges Elton John to WWE WrestleMania 35, fight for ruining his date night. Elton John had an ear infection and canceled 25 minutes after his show was due to start. He canceled it because he had an ear infection. That
Oof.
Owen was at with his wife.
Ooh.
And this is a picture of him here
Aw.
wearing he looks very happy wearing his red heart-shaped glasses.
Yeah, he's smiling. That's
And
interesting.
it becomes very
Sad.
not smiley. Very line
Very angry.
dash underscore dash, if you will.
Yes.
So he tweets out, "Hey, at Elton Official, nobody ruins my wife and I's date night except me. You, me, WrestleMania. I've fought men in their 70s before. I can do it again."
Oh man.
And he also goes on to say, "The last time I wore her red heart-shaped glasses for another man before tonight was on January 12, 1996, 2 years after the event
Yes,
that we
2 years
talked
after
about,
the iconic fight.
at the Montreal Forum. I was 11 years old. It was for Shawn Michaels. I'm never wearing red heart-shaped glasses for another man again." He seems very worked up about this whole. I'm a fan of this picture of Elton John
Yeah,
because
that's-
he looks primed to fight versus this guy here.
Yeah.
Who's
Fighting.
Yeah.
What if they actually fought?
No, it would not be the strangest matchup in WWE history.
What is that strangest matchup? in
I
your
mean,
opinion?
I would say it's probably Drew Carey and the Undertaker in the Royal Rumble.
That happened?
Yeah, that happened because it was in Cleveland,
Oh, okay.
and so if Drew Carey's kind of a homeboy of Cleveland,
yes.
so they
But I mean,
had him
Cleveland.
wrestle. So
Yeah.
they put him into the Royal Rumble.
Who won?
I mean, he wasn't. Him and the Undertaker were not the last wrestlers, but how it ended up was that Drew Carey just exited the ring himself.
really?
Yes,
He just like walked out. He's like, I ain't doing
he
this.
he kind of just jumped out and ran away.
Did they like actually fight at all, or
I mean, he did fight. Yes,
Okay.
he just did not fight the Undertaker.
How
How old was Drew Carey at the time?
I don't know, probably 30s. I'm assuming.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
I just thought this
But I
was-
mean, there's also who else is? Of course, we have our Battle of the Billionaires.
Oh man, yeah. That
Um,
was that was a very interesting moment.
Jon Stewart has participated in a WWE match.
No way.
I believe applying a chair to the back of head of Kevin Owens, if I remember correctly.
Nice.
I would put money that you do because you have a knack for knowing the most ridiculous things.
See, I can't remember if it's Kevin Owens. Just seems right because the WWE likes to shit all over Kevin Owens for some reason. And then there's also Robert Gronkowski participated in a match.
Oh yeah.
What I find funny about that is that when he tried to first get get into the mat, the security stopped him from entering the area of play, I guess you could call it,
Yeah.
because they didn't know who he was.
What?
Are you kidding me?
I did not know who Gronk is.
But like,
The thing is like they knew
Which
this.
was
It was
weird.
like a pre-planned thing for him to get up on there, and somehow they still did not know.
That's stupid.
I was just about like they would have if they're like they have to know, but apparently not.
That's just sad.
You like that picture?
That just that picture of that man in those glasses. I don't even. I just can't
Can you
even
describe this one for me? Would you describe this as a smile where you can, with his mouth open and you can see the teeth?
Yeah, big boy smiling, revealing teeth,
It's like
glowing red heart-shaped glasses.
it's like hide the pain away, Harold, or smile the
He-
pain away.
He
Harold.
looks like he's actually
I
happy,
feel that. That's
but
a good description.
also not at the same time.
Like he's like excited, but at the same time he's like,
He-
why am I doing this?
He definitely did not want those glasses in the first place.
Probably not. I feel like they probably didn't fit his head very well. So
They,
they're probably
they
really
don't
uncomfortable.
look like they fit his head
No,
very
not
well.
at all.
Okay, was this?
Then again, heart-shaped glasses like really are not conducive to being worn at all. I can't feel like
Was this on? Is this his girlfriend or his wife?
his wife.
His wife.
His wife.
You think once someone becomes your wife, you're done with that kind of stuff.
Not
Yeah,
this man.
Not this man.
Let's look up his wife. Let's,
Karina Elias. You want to see who she is?
yeah. let's see if
Creepy.
anything comes up.
I assume
We're
there
gonna
will be.
we're gonna rate her on a scale of 1 to jet fuel burning, as in not enough to melt steel beams.
This looks like the correct person.
She looks very Russian.
Nice.
Russian, really?
Maybe just from the angle I'm looking at.
Well, her name is Karina, which implies Eastern European descent.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't know names.
Nice.
That's your final verdict.
Well done, Kevin, is my verdict, yeah.
What I love about Kevin Owens is that he just looks like a school security guard.
He also
does,
kind of
actually.
just looks like a standard like dude you could just see like mowing the lawn in your neighborhood.
He looks like a high school football strength coach. Or possibly wrestling.
He's the most normal dude in the entire company, and it makes no sense, especially since he was supposed to be like the heir to John Cena's throne.
What?
I mean, I was gonna say
This
like
is
he
how
has
he-
also a super like normal name for
Kevin Owens.
yeah, but at the same time so is John Cena for the most part.
But it's Cena. It's awesome.
Well, yeah, because it's been made awesome.
John Cena.
See, I feel like we need to have an entire episode dedicated just to
WWE.
WWE oddities.
And his name was John Cena.
Dead meme.
Dead meme.
Don't tell me what to do. All right. Shall we move on to our serious topic?
Yeah.
All right.
So this one it's not like super. There's not a whole lot to debate about. I just think it's pretty interesting. So, I don't know. Antibiotic-resistant bacteria was found on the space station toilet, which is interesting because if you have bacteria that's like resistant to antibiotics and stuff in space, that makes any like long-term space travel pretty like more dangerous
Yeah,
because the risk
right.
of infection is a lot higher.
Right.
And the fact that it's cool that they found this on the ISS. I don't really know what there is to discuss. I just thought there was.
You know, one thing, it's terrifying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of. Yeah.
I mean, antibiotic resistant bacteria is terrifying,
Mhm.
Right.
but especially for like if you're like
In space.
in space where you cannot seek medical treatments.
Would you like me to add to it by saying that they took it and they have compared it to genomes of 1,291 other of the Enterobacter strains, which are similar, and studying it, they were not able to see. They were able to see specifically that it would likely be resistant, and it's not necessarily directly dangerous like the one that they found,
Mm-hmm.
but there
Okay.
is a potential risk. They are like it doesn't the specific one that they found doesn't show direct, like it's not viral or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there is part of it that is a latent like pathogen in it, like
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
like it's an opportunity seeker basically. Where's the specific phrase? Shoot, I can't find it. Whatever. The way they worded it was better than what I could say, but it's essentially like looks for opportunity. It's pathogen in a sense. I don't know how to say that. I can't do words.
If NASA thinks this is stopping me from going to Mars, they're wrong.
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 Space Force.
Space Force.
Funny thing is that before
To insanity and beyond.
the funny thing before Trump even announced Space Force, we had Space Force already.
Explain.
Chair Force.
It was part of it's either part of the Air Force or the Navy.
It's the Air Force. Yeah. It's the Air Force.
Air
It's part of the
Force?
Air Force, yeah. I mean, it's not called Space Force, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Space Force.
Why do we need Space Force? To fight space ISIS.
Because in space, no one can hear you collude. But, well,
But is there any known plans by like any of the governing bodies of the International Space Station to deal with this bacteria?
No,
or-
they're actually like the reason they found it was because it's sort of like a thing they're doing because the ISS is basically just like entire purpose is for research, right?
It's
Right.
just,
So they were like,
it's a giant
this-
space lab.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was like sort of a contained sort of study. They found the bacteria and they like worked, like made sure because they clean that place like
Yeah.
Like
scrub
relatives are
that.
coming over every single day.
Yeah. Oh man. Can you imagine?
I would hate it. I couldn't do that. I don't think I could ever live in a space like the amount of cleaning and just like the organization. Also the fact that like there's pretty much no space up there.
No.
I couldn't do it. I would like it'd be cool conceptually, but upon being there, I
Yeah.
feel like I would want to go back
For
within
like
a week.
a day or two, yeah, it would be hype.
Just going
Be
there
litty.
would be like the most anxiety
Yeah.
inducing
Yeah.
thing ever.
Is it gonna explode? We're gonna die up here.
I have to wonder, how did Pizza Hut manage to deliver a pizza to the International Space Station and not freak out whoever they sent up with that?
Did they send like an actual just random employee?
No, they sent up an astronaut that was going with them, but like it was like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it was an unmanned ship, but still
That's
Uh,
awesome.
I think it was Pizza Hut.
The dude who received it was Yuri Usachov.
Oh, the pizza was sent on board a resupply rocket. So
Okay.
yeah.
Those supplies were terrified though. To specify.
Yeah.
Probably the thing that scared me most about the International Space Station is the Russians. You know they got guns on their section, right? And
Do-
since in case we piss them off enough, they have guns.
Do we
I
not
mean,
have guns
okay.
in our section?
All right, but that's really like they can't do anything with them except for like hit you with them because if they were to shoot, that would be unless they are specifically designed for the space.
I mean, their section can be like completely shut off from. From the
I don't.
rest.
I guess I don't. I'm not well read on my layout of the ISS.
Russians just love their guns in space. Like during the original cosmonaut programs, each like pod had a gun that to carry with them in case they landed in the woods and they had to defend themselves against bears.
All
That's
right,
smart
That's
planning.
actually kind of smart, but
I mean, at the same time, not really. But
ever seen The Revenant?
no,
Like,
I haven't.
Yeah, that doesn't go well for.
Are you
Leonardo
trying to tell me?
DiCaprio.
Are you trying
doesn't
to
it
tell
go-
me that Leonardo DiCaprio is playing a
Yeah.
fallen cosmonaut?
Yeah, he's a Russian cosmonaut.
Doesn't it go well enough for him to win something for once, though?
Yeah, he won. He finally won the Oscar.
Yeah, for sleeping in a bear,
Probably the
right?
No, he doesn't sleep in the bear.
Oh, okay.
He sleeps in something.
Yeah, okay. I didn't thought it was a bear. Maybe I don't know.
It's like Leonardo DiCaprio's like least deserving movie to win.
The Revenant?
Yeah.
No.
He had so many more that are like bigger.
Yeah, he did. But The Revenant, he puts so much like actual work into The Revenant, and he performs such a physically demanding role. Like he almost got like hypothermia and pneumonia from filming that movie. Pneumonia.
Can I just say, the more and more we do this, the more and more I realize how like much broad you guys like know so much more like random broad stuff than me, and like because it's in the areas we talk about, all the stuff that I know we never even touch, which is total.
Tell us about computer science fruit basket.
That sounds like something I don't
It's-
desire to
yeah.
do
It's
at
all-
the current moment.
It's all
in time.
it's all wizardry and magic.
It's all ones and zeros.
Yeah.
Not really.
See,
but
but without you, fruit basket, we would just ramble on like lunatics forever.
pretty much.
All right.
Horoscope.
Horoscopes.
Horoscope.
All right.
As we
time.
wind out this show here.
Looking forward to our hero of the week.
Yeah, you're excited about that one.
Oh yeah.
I will not turn off ad block.
Yeah. Don't let it tell you what to do.
Who we starting? What we starting with?
Gemini.
Gemini? I gotta get the order down. Gemini. For those of you born between May 21st to June 20th, the Onion horoscope reads, "You're no art expert, but you know what you like," which explains all the meatball sandwiches hanging on your walls.
Yes.
If you ever did that to our room,
That would be nasty.
I would agree.
I would give you permission to roundhouse kick me.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Gotta sneak that one in.
Yeah.
What's yours? I always forget.
It's Aries.
Okay, I was right, but I didn't know. Aries, March 21st to April 19th. You'll feast on the flesh of your mortal enemy, which is lucky for you, as your mortal enemy is the orange braised duck.
The orange braised duck.
It sounds delicious.
Do you like duck?
I like duck.
Can I
yeah.
just say these are like totally different than the ones we've read in previous
It's
weeks?
so random.
And I go into these blind, usually speaking, because I like to like not have
These
any
are all about
idea what
food,
I'm
aren't
reading
they?
as I'm reading. Probably. Well, let's see mine. You'll turn to religion this week, dislocating your neck, both shoulders, and most of your tendons in the process. Well, there goes the food out the window.
Ooh. That sounds very painful.
I hope I don't experience that. And for anybody out there between February 19th and March 20th, beware of turning to religion.
I just heard Taurus, and I really think you should read it also.
Okay. But hang on. Do you like duck?
Yes.
Okay, so that's accurate. Are they your mortal enemy?
I mean, why not? Ducks are like evil bastards half the time.
Yes.
What about specifically the orange braised duck?
I mean, I don't know what an orange braised duck looks like.
This is just a research episode.
Yeah.
This is
where
the
I
live.
crappily look stuff up on the fly because I can never remember what I'm looking up as I'm doing it.
It's not even real duck.
I think it's actually
Is
just
it-
its type
is
of
it
prepared
It's just a
dish.
type of dish. Oh my.
So you are actively going out and killing already killed and cooked things. That's just rude.
It's just extra.
You're gonna slaughter that orange braised duck.
I'm gonna slaughter that already cooked.
I mean, it
food.
does look pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Like,
it
I would
looks-
eat that.
It looks muy fuego. All right.
All right, you want me to read Taurus?
I do want you to read Taurus.
April 20th to May 20th. Friends will soon discover the secret ingredient to your world-famous lemon bars, though they'll lack the necessary motor functions to tell others.
I don't. Not,
That could go so many different ways.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what this is implying, but like,
I
it's
think
funny
I think
anyway.
it's implying that whoever for Tars is out there, that they're capable of crippling their friends and family.
with lemon bars, apparently.
Well, so I mean, you could go the spiked lemon bars style, but just like super heavily spiked. You could go. They are taking parts of them to create the lemon bars, or I don't know. You got any other?
No.
No. Those are the two we're going with. I don't know.
I don't really know.
What is your preferred way of looking at it? Would you prefer they're so heavily spiked that you lose motor function, or that they're just like taking your tendons for their lemon bars?
I'm gonna go with the first one. I don't know what they're spiked with, but
Something not good, but also
motor oil,
good. Motor oil.
antifreeze.
Perfect.
All right.
Which could lead to cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. The
Nice
star.
segue.
I'm really good at the segues to cancer, is what
Yeah.
I realized here. Not really.
Cancer's your kind of your thing.
Yeah. The stars fucking give up. If you want another slice of blueberry pie, just go ahead and have another slice of blueberry pie.
Oh man.
It's pretty good. I
That
like
was
that
that
one.
was.
These are mostly related to food, except for whatever reason Pisces is just you're gonna snap like literally every bone, like dislocating your neck, both shoulders, and
Oh,
most of your
stop.
tendons. How do you dislocate tendons?
You can't. You tear your tendons.
Yeah, but I'm dislocating them when I turn to religion this week.
Oh, apparently you're like opening a new field of anatomy.
Yeah, these are all food. Leo's July 23rd to August 22nd. While it's true that every man has his price, yours is the only one clearly labeled at the top of a pancake menu.
Wait, say that again.
While it's true that every man has his price, yours is the only one clearly labeled at the top of a pancake menu.
Nice.
It's a tasty week out here in the horoscope land.
See, I think mine
Bless
wouldn't
up.
even be on there. Mine's just on the McDonald's $5 value meal menu.
McChicken, fries, and medium Dr. Pepper.
That's your order?
Yeah.
Did you hit it? Is that your face hitting on the mic for the first time?
Here's my glasses for the
Okay.
first time.
You got to
today.
get one of those in every week,
Yeah.
too.
Oh.
See, it's usually me that does that.
But he did it like twice last
Oh,
time,
yeah.
I think.
See, but I've been pretty good recently by like turning off my mic if I need to move it or something.
Yeah, I noticed.
All right.
I like that.
It's time.
For Shredder's favorite part of the show.
The hero of the week. We had a great one last time. I'm very excited for this one. Fruit basket, take it away. Also, you have a lot of tabs open on that computer.
Yeah, I haven't been closing them. And we've been looking up extra stuff, all right? Don't
Yeah.
judge me.
I'm
You
not
judging
you.
me?
No.
I
I would never judge you, fruit basket.
Toronto metal band breakup in the most epic and brutally honest way.
And the internet loves it.
That's irrelevant. We don't need to hear everybody's Twitter opinions on this. Anyway, so the to start off, the picture that's posted with the post that we'll get to later, could you describe that for me?
Broken guitar lies on top of mountain of trash.
I believe those are beer cans.
Yeah, I see some beer cans and some various other assorted materials, which I can't really tell what they are.
I don't know. It's just you got to have the broken guitar.
Yeah, and the
Alcohol's
beer cans.
involved. Yep.
All
So
right.
on Sunday, Toronto metal band Witch Rot posted an announcement on their Facebook page and gave fans an awkwardly blunt statement update about the group. It goes like this. Due to the unfortunate reality of our guitarist fucking my girlfriend of almost 7 years, Witch Rot will be taking an extended hiatus. I, however, will continue the band in another space and time. Being ripe with hate, the music is slowly flowing, and without a doubt will become the most devastating, torturous music I have ever created. Thanks for the support, and stay heavy. Peter. Also, our drummer died.
I knew that was coming, but it's still funny.
And that's one of the big reasons why that's the hero of the week right there. That's a great thing to just slip in at the end.
Yes, that's why Peter of Witch Rot is our hero of the week. Just like throw that in there. I told you this fruit basket, and I think you big boy, but I am adding the phrase "also our drummer died" into my everyday lexicon. It's just such a great.
Do we know how the drummer died?
It's not even clear if the drummer is actually dead.
Yeah.
People are also not entirely sure if this is true or if it's just like a publicity
Yeah, that's
stunt.
what I was gonna ask you guys. What do you think, legit or stunt?
I mean, it makes more sense if it's a stunt, but like at the same time, it's so extreme and wild. Like there's almost no reason to post it as a stunt when you could do something else that would, like, give you better publicity.
I mean, it says that they've had a Facebook presence at the beginning of November, but their Instagram and Twitter were just created on Tuesday, which was like the day before this.
Yeah.
So I really want this to be true, but it kind of
It's a little sketchy.
yeah, it kind of reeks of a publicity stunt, but it's hilarious any way you look at it.
If you'd like to know more about Witch Rot, they are all about hex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Nice.
I don't really know.
I don't really,
Hex.
yeah, I don't get
Hex, do you not remember like the Hex girls from Scooby Doo?
Well, I mean, I get like
Yeah.
what it is, but
Yeah.
why would that be your selling point? What does
It's
that
a
really
witch-
draw on
witch
that
rot.
large of an
It's
audience?
witchcraft and devilry and
Harry Potter.
Guys, we forgot to go check out some of their music.
it's probably not that good.
I bet it's like horrible, to be honest.
I don't know. We'll have to get our resident metal listener in on that.
Yeah.
Do you think he's listened to it before?
I think
No.
he has.
I bet he has now because he knew about this.
Did
but
you guys tell him, or did
He told.
he?
found
Oh,
it.
he was the one who told you guys.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. He told me.
Our
yeah.
unidentified source.
Yeah. Yeah, we've some higher ups in the CIA passing us some pretty sweet information.
Totally, and just a total metalhead.
Yeah.
So this is like basically gone. This post on Twitter and Facebook has essentially just gone viral
Yeah.
for this basically really unknown band, because I've never heard of it. I don't think I could name a person who's heard of it.
No. Pretty sure no one gives a crap about them.
Toronto based. 2 things from Canada this week.
Nice. Both in Toronto.
Yeah.
I'm shook. But
Oh,
this
I
is-
totally not turned my mic off at all when I was doing that.
Hey,
So
you
no one's
were
gonna-
like you're like 3 for 4, I think.
yeah.
But they're not going to be able to hear anything you guys said during that entire time.
That's fine. We're
That's
just
okay. It's not like what we say is super important.
well, I don't know about me, but
I mean, okay. Fine.
fine.
Sure. Thanks for the support. Stay heavy.
Also, our drummer died.
Perfect.
'Kay, if the drummer didn't die, do you think he like opened up this post and he's like, "Wait, I died," or like,
Then proceeds to
die?
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
mean,
like, oh shit, I was supposed to die. Fuck.
I mean, well,
for my bandmates.
wasn't there that one metal band who one of their members committed suicide and they literally took a picture of his body and made it their album cover?
Yes.
That happened, right?
Yeah.
That's so messed up.
It's so messed up, but it
Who
was
is
like
it? What's the
I
like, the
can't
name?
remember. I feel dumb because I like watched an entire, I guess listened to an entire like mini podcast series about this. It's like, I can't. They're essentially the founders of black metal. Essentially,
Okay.
I know the main guy involved was this guy named Varg.
How do you spell that?
Varg.
VARG.
Yeah.
Get like on some level it's cool, but on like another level it's just like that's so messed up. That's got to be him. Bruisum.
Burzum.
Euronymous.
Was his name Varg Vilkernes?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
him. Yeah.
He
Fine-
has
fine-
some criminal charges.
Find what band
course
he
he
was.
does.
Find what band he was involved in.
Oh,
and
can
they'll
we?
be
I just
down.
want to read his other names first. He's also known as Grevin the Count Grishnak and Griefy Grishnak and Louis Cashett. Cashett?
Cack
I
it.
don't
He
know.
was in prison for 14 years.
Yeah,
For murder.
and now he just makes vlogs on YouTube, talking about like nationalism and stuff.
Is he a nationalist?
His associate.
He's kind of a nationalist, but not in like the bad way. He's just kind of crazy.
I'm gonna run through the names of the bands and you tell me which one. Burzum, Mayhem, Old Funeral.
It's mayhem.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's mayhem.
So they used some dude died and they used
Yeah.
used it as a cover. I bet it's on here. It's gotta be. Maybe not.
Maybe fine. I just know he was like connected
Wait,
to
scroll
it.
back down. Stop. Scroll back up.
Don't yell at me.
Oh, wait.
I don't know. You look for it yourself.
Is that it?
I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
I don't see anything about it on here. Oh, wait.
I'll find it.
1991 suicide of this guy.
I found it. It's yeah.
Helvet
by
in the
the-
Black Circle.
It's by Mayhem, called Dawn of the Black Hearts. Here's the album cover.
So it's like actually the body.
Yeah, it's actually the guy's body.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't like their legit album cover. It's like a bootleg cover.
Oh, okay.
But
I mean, it
gotcha.
was already like it was over.
I feel that.
See, it was already like a bootleg, but it was like an officially released bootleg.
okay. So like
Nice.
that's so messed up. But like,
See, the thing is that I'm trying to find a copy of this. I have been for a while.
oh,
Really?
man.
Yeah,
For
just because
like the novelty of having it.
it's just such a hard thing to find. There's a few thousand copies out there, but it'd just be like I mean I wouldn't like publicly display it or anything, but it'd be like I have this.
First thing you do when you meet somebody, check out my fucking album.
That's a real dead guy.
It's so cool.
It's so metal, bro.
I can see you doing that.
and it's just a rare piece of media.
Just walk around. Just walk.
Wanna come look at
Literally
my-
the only thing you carry with you at all times. Just
Want to come look at my record collection?
I just have it taped to my chest.
you don't ask people to come look at your record collection. You just bring your record collection to you to them.
Gets invited to parties. Brings his whole record collection.
Classic.
Nice.
I feel like I could see you doing that.
Me?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, probably not.
Al.
I thought you were just gonna keep giving me.
Roadhouse.
There we go. All right.
Just
That was
your
basically
various
what I expected.
catchphrases.
Yeah.
All right. It's like 11:15.
So we got to run through our PSAs and ads.
Yeah.
We shall return momentarily, my dudes.
Farewell, Peter of Witchrot. Can I just say the fact that it says at-large community? Just whatever I hear at-large makes me think of a criminal.
Oh yeah.
See, whoever wrote that was just playing too much Red Dead.
It's true.
Nice.
Red Dead Online is hilarious because you can just like basically run by someone, hogtie them, and just drag them along your horse. By your
It seems
horse.
like a bit of a nightmare right
Yeah,
now.
it's kind of trolly, but it's Wild West GTA.
Well, guys, I hate to say it, but I think the time has come to wrap things up for the night. We'll of course be back next Thursday for more debauchery and shenanigans. So,
Oh yeah.
boys, it's been great hanging with you.
Salute.
Once again, I'm the Shredder.
I'm the big boy.
And I've been Strawberry on the mic tonight.
Good night, Morris.